The story begins with a game show. There were 11 members in this game, out of which 9 were civilians and 2 were mafias. The game was simple. Civilians had to identify the mafias, vote and eliminate them from the game. And the mafias had to try to save themselves till the end of the team by pretending to be civilians. During this, if the civilians mistook a civilian for a mafia and turned against them and called for their elimination, then that civilian would be immediately killed after being given a terrible punishment. In this game, the death of the loser was real. Everyone knew this, but still they came to play this game because the winner would get such a huge amount as a reward that his life would change. Now the game master starts telling about all the members. First of all, it is about an old man Luga that he was a very big gambler and was also very rich. He was so addicted to gambling that he had even put his life at stake. There his grandchildren were waiting for him so that as soon as their grandfather dies in this game, his money will go to these children. But Luca had already agreed that if he died in this game, his money would go to charity instead of his grandsons. At number 2, we are told about a boy named Eli who has just been diagnosed with last-stage cancer. He had only 3 months left of his life. He decided that he would come in this game and try to earn money. He has to die anyway. Although his wife wanted him to spend his last days with his family, he did not listen to his wife because he felt that through this game, he could provide financial support to his family before dying. After this, the game master tells about contestants 3 and 4. Both of them have not come here for money. They are jail inmates who participated in the scheme to get freedom. The government also had a contract with this game. Any prisoner in jail could take part in this game. If he won, the government freed him, while the money he won went to the government's treasury. After this brief introduction, the game master asked everyone to tell who the mafia was. Everyone declared themselves as civilians. Then the game master said that we would be given only 10 minutes. You will have to eliminate one person by voting. Their time had started. All the contestants' family and friends were watching the show. In the game, the first contestant refuses to vote for anyone, while a contestant named Mary takes the name of Killian and selects him for elimination. Peter says that, yes, this is the mafia. Seeing both of them speaking together, one hand recognized that he had seen both of them somewhere. Then we came to know that Mary was a berry dancer and Peter was a big fan of hers. But one day, due to a storm, Mary had a very bad accident and both her legs were lost in this accident. After the weather, Mary's biggest fear became rain, lightning and storms. Doctors told Mary that she would be able to dance again with the help of artificial legs. But this treatment was very expensive, for which Mary had to come on this show. Peter also came to help Mary in this game. He had already sold a lot of his belongings for Mary, and now he had come to put his life at stake. After hearing this, everyone felt that Mary had come here with a supporter. In this way they can eliminate anyone. To save their lives, first of all, these people voted to eliminate Mary. However, seeing everyone doing this, Peter also confessed that he is a mafia, but by then it was too late. Everyone had voted against Mary, and after the voting, Mary showed everyone the tattoo on her hand and told them that she was a civilian, but now her death was confirmed. Her chair lifted upwards and went inside a horse of smoke. Peter also tried to save her, but he was tied to his chair. Mary fainted in the same circle, and Mary faced her biggest fear, i.e. electricity, to avoid which she started running ahead and finally, she reached a peak, below which there was a river. She decided to jump into the river from here, and as soon as she started jumping, lightning caught her in the air and killed her. And from here we came to know to the world that Mary is dead. The next round of the game started, and in this round everyone voted against Butcher. Although that was also a civil game, now he was eliminated. So now he was the hero. His chair went up and went inside him. As soon as Butcher went to that fair, the game master told everyone that he was not afraid of anything. To find out about his fear, he was given a psychological test, in which it was also found that he was not afraid of anything. But he also did not like to be among stupid people. Due to this, his punishment was very different from other people. Now, because he was not afraid of anything, he was not punished by facing his fear. Rather, he was given a different punishment from everyone else. It is shown that in that affair two men came to kill Butcher, who initially beat up Butcher, but then he uses his mind and picks up mud from the ground and puts mud in the eyes of both of them, and then picks up a bottle lying nearby and attacks both of them with it and kills them. But these guards were coming back to life even after dying again and again. But Butcher did not give up and kept fighting with them and killing them again and again. Seeing this, all the companions of Butcher became happy. Finally, when those guards also die, the Butcher also feels that his life will be spared, but this does not happen. As soon as he steps backward, his foot hits a stone and he falls backward. So there the big stones entered inside his head and he died right there. As soon as he climbed up and died, the game master again set the timer and asked these people to vote for the Mafia one more time. When everyone started arguing among themselves to vote, Constance said, "I can very easily tell who the Mafia is because I have the superpower to predict the future. People used to call me Dark Messenger. I also work for the government. I give them advice during wars, and apart from this, I have also participated in many paranormal shows." According to Constant, Peter was the Mafia at this time. Everyone questioned him that if you knew who the Mafia was earlier, then why did you let people die earlier? Then Peter said that I wanted to get all the money for myself. I don't want to divide this money with any civilian. That's why I let whatever was happening happen earlier. Many people had voted against Peter by agreeing with the Constant team, but 3 people voted against him because they felt that Peter should not live. He is using his power in the game, and this is not fair at all. But the votes against the Constant team were fewer, and the votes against Peter were more. Thus Peter was eliminated, meaning now Peter will be killed. Peter had no fear except Mary Cameron. But the psychological test revealed this. Was it that Peter was afraid of water? That's why he was sent into the water inside the black. A small boat started circling him in the middle of the sea, and shots started circling him. To save himself, Peter kills one shark with a sharp object, and the other sharks start eating the dead shark. Taking advantage of the opportunity, he jumps to the other side of the sea. To save himself, he wanted to swim to the other side, but he saw Mary in front of him who was calling him towards her. Peter got lost and moved towards her, but suddenly, Mary turned into a shark and ate him, and this was told in the real world as well. Peter has died, and here they were also told bad news that Peter was also not a Mafia but a civilian. The master of the team tells these people that the 3 people whom you have voted for and laminated till now were all civilians. Both the Mafias are still present inside you people. You people have to get them out of here. After saying this, he tells about the game master who was a military officer, but due to his mistake, all the soldiers of his battalion were killed. To end this regret, he has come here. After this, the master tells about Stefan, who was a jail inmate at this time because his friends had an accident. In this accident, 2 of his friends were killed and he went to jail. His biggest fear was that he might die in jail. During this conversation, the voting time also starts. 2 contestants argue with each other, and both of them vote against each other. Most of the people go against Vanjar, and in this way Vanjar gets eliminated, but it seems that they had made a wrong choice because he was also a common civilian. Was she still alive? His chair now goes inside the black sphere where he faces its biggest pile. There was a war going on here. He talks a lot about saving his soldiers and trying to kill the enemies in this war, but the enemies, along with his soldiers, they kill him here too. Now it was Laura's turn. The game master tells that Laura had everything, a happy family, money, but then Laura got into the habit of drinking. Because of this habit of hers, her elder son also died, and she lost her family too. She wanted to commit suicide, but she was afraid of heights, that's why she came inside this game. She told me that she had not left her house for the last 8 years. Not only this, she also confesses here that she was the girl who testified against Stephen and told the police that Stephen was driving the car. And because of that, Stephen was jailed today. Laura apologizes to Stephen, and she is also sent to that black sphere. As soon as she goes to that world, it is shown that Laura was in a plane, and the plane was rapidly moving towards a storm. That storm started crashing the plane. Slowly, the plane was destroyed, and Laura also died in it. After this, voting starts again, and all the dead people vote against the Constant team. It is revealed that they had chosen the first dead person correctly. He was a mafia boss, and now, due to their choice, he too had to die. He is also picked up by a chair and sent to the Black Sphere, where he faces a pile of his own. He was afraid of becoming old, and here he is made old and sick and killed. After which, when voting took place this time, everyone eliminated Steven. Steven's face is also picked up and sent inside that Black Sphere where he is shown his biggest dice, his saddest day. He was spending his last day with his mom freely, but there was sadness and tension in his heart. He knew that today his freedom would end, and from tomorrow, he would go to jail where he would be shocked and die as soon as he is imprisoned. Now, only 4 people were left in the game. One of them was a mafia boss. People were given only 2 minutes to select. But before voting, one of them said that Kita and Kat are friends. As soon as he said this, we are shown the story of Kieran, who became a part of this game only because his friend offered him a date, and he met Kat just 1 day before the start of this game. Both of them felt attracted to each other, and both of them opened up all the secrets of their lives to each other. Gates had told him that she is scared of high places, deserts and snakes. Gates also told him that she was brought up in an orphanage. He didn't think anyone would come to save him in this world. Or would anyone love him in this world? But the interesting thing was that neither of them told each other that they had participated in the game, and both of them met each other here. They were shocked. During this argument, the 2-minute selection time was over, and the computer automatically selected Kat. As Kat was moving upwards to punish her, Kieran went and grabbed her chai, and both of them reached there together. Going inside that world, Kieran saw that Kat was standing on a glass floor that was breaking. Kieran said the right thing, "Trust me, I will save you." Kieran holds her hand. These people start running and the glass keeps breaking from behind. Finally, these people reached solid ground. In front of them, they see light coming out from between 2 stones. When these people are sitting towards that light, many stomps attack them as soon as they reach there. When these people move forward, dodging those stomps, they come across a very big dragon sign ahead. After this, the creature attacked both of them. Then Karen noticed that a strange mirror was hanging around the neck of the creature. He caught this mirror and with the help of it, he threw sunlight on the creature and killed it. Now they take that triangle and come back to the same stones inside from which the light was not coming from the first triangle. As soon as they put that mirror in the gap between the stones, those stones open like a door, and they see another depth inside. Going inside it, Kate told Karen that this was the orphanage where she came from. She always wanted to know who left her orphaned. She was always sad because of this thing, or was this her life, or that Rand tells her that you should not get emotional but you have to face all these things. As soon as he says this, the whole sad life of Kate passes in front of her eyes, and Kate watches it without getting emotional. After crossing all these difficulties, when these people went ahead, they saw that they had finally reached the game master, who told them that both of you are Vinay of this game because they had passed all those psychological tests. Now the game master told the rest of the people that it was the Mafia. According to the roles, if 1 civilian and 1 Mafia fight, then the Mafia wins between 2. But one advantage for Gate here was that he got the permission to go alive. Because of this, both Gate and Karen were very happy. Now they had money as well as life. This story ends here, showing them relaxed and satisfied as soon as they came to the world of reality. Hope you liked this video.